This is my friend George. He's Austrian. 15 years ago, we spent every summer together with a group of friends. Our destinations were climbing areas all over the world. He was good, very good. At that time, he was climbing at a world-class level, and he was always fun to hang out with. We had lost touch for a while. This spring, his email caught me by surprise. He was on a road trip, and he's a dad now. So we joined George, Nina and Isabella. How do you make climbing work with a baby?
I mean, there's not too much time and it's more organizing. The day goes by so quickly. Feeding, sleeping, and then it's 4 o'clock already. And then you do your climbing.
Mina is a physiotherapist. She has her own clinic in Vancouver. She's a passionate climber herself.
He just has to go. Even if you only have 2 hours and the sun is shining. He gets all antsy if he has to go to the boulders.
Memories spring up. South Africa. George couldn't wait to get on the rock. On our second day, he red-pointed the hardest route of the country.
Well, I sometimes motivate myself with climbing hard stuff now, if that's the bouldering. When I do something alpine or even sport now, or trad, it's pure fun. It doesn't matter to me at that point if I climb better than before.
Looking back, it was always a challenge to find an area where George and the rest of us could climb together. He would label our toughest climbs a stroll through the park. He was an inspiration, our climbing hero. Most people settle down once they have a kid. George and Mina rented out the house in Vancouver and moved into the van.
Isabella knows half of the people in the forest. When she was young, we just put her in the recycling bins and throw some toys in there and put them on the base of a boulder.
The day is clearly structured, even if you have the lifestyle of a gypsy.
That's my project I was trying for a year now. The moves, they are all V10 moves. They are not really hard, but it's just no one where you could really jog or rest a little.
George was never interested in professional climbing or sponsorship, even though he could have easily pursued it. Spending time with him now, he still downplays any climbing accomplishments. It's only Isabella who gets to judge his personal records.
It's also nice to do it with a kid because you can stay concentrated for 30 seconds, you know, and then I just go down and play with Isabella or change the diaper or do something.
The last destination we traveled to was on Vancouver Island. Sport climbing at Horn Lake. After 3 years of just bouldering, George is on a rope again. For his first session back, he chooses a route called Driven, a 514B. It was great to catch up with George again. I always admired his free spirit and laid-back attitude. Fatherhood hasn't seemed to change him much. He pursues what he loves with passion and modesty, and he's still the best climber I know. For me, more now than before, he embodies the true spirit of climbing.